Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Did you know that Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan have faced each other in 5 singles matches, with Ripley leading 4-2?
Former tag team partner. I have a feeling if this keeps up, poor Liv Morgan.
But hold on to your seats, because that's just the tip of the iceberg in this explosive rivalry. In the world of WWE, few feuds have been as intense and personal as the one between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
One thing has become perfectly clear to me. Liv Morgan, this has to end.
These two superstars have been at each other's throats, captivating fans with their bitter rivalry that's torn through the women's division like a tornado. But what's really going on behind the scenes? What's driving this hatred that's got the whole WWE universe talking? Let me take you back, way back, to where it all began.
It's time that I return the favor and unburden you of the Women's World Championship.
Picture this: Rhea Ripley, the dominant force, the self-proclaimed eradicator, standing tall as the Women's World Champion. She was unstoppable, unbeatable, and frankly, a bit too comfortable at the top. Enter Liv Morgan, the underdog, the fighter, the one who refused to stay down. Now, you might be thinking, but wait, weren't they tag team partners once?
The team of Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
And you'd be right. These two were part of a short-lived but explosive tag team. They even had a shot at the Women's Tag Team Championships. But as quickly as that partnership formed, it crumbled. And from its ashes, a rivalry that would shake the very foundations of WWE. Morgan, tired of being overlooked, embarked on what can only be described as a revenge tour. But this wasn't just about winning matches or claiming titles. Oh no, folks. Morgan wanted to take everything from Ripley. Her title? Sure. Her reputation? Absolutely.
You've cleared me of all the dead weight that was holding me down.
But Morgan didn't stop there. She set her sights on something far more personal: Ripley's on-screen boyfriend, Dominic Mysterio, and her place in the Judgment Day faction. Now let's fast forward to the Royal Rumble 2024. The arena is electric, the crowd on their feet. And then, out of nowhere, Liv Morgan returns. But this isn't the Liv we remember. This is a woman possessed, driven by an insatiable hunger for revenge. She storms the ring, eliminating Ripley in a moment that had everyone's jaws on the floor. But she wasn't done there. Oh no, this was just the beginning. Over the next few months, Morgan launched a series of brutal attacks on Ripley. Backstage, in the ring, even in parking lots. No place was safe. The WWE Universe watched in shock as Morgan systematically dismantled the once invincible Ripley. And then, in a moment that had everyone gasping, she actually managed to injure Ripley, sidelining her for weeks. But here's where it gets really interesting, folks. While Ripley was nursing her injuries, Morgan was busy infiltrating the Judgment Day. She played mind games with Dominic Mysterio, sowing seeds of doubt about his relationship with Ripley. She even managed to turn Damian Priest and Finn Balor against their leader. The Judgment Day was crumbling, and Morgan was the wrecking ball. Now, let's talk about the moment that set this rivalry ablaze: Summerslam 2024. The stage was set for an epic showdown. Ripley, back from injury, defending her Women's World Championship against the now unstoppable Liv Morgan. The crowd was on edge, the tension so thick you could cut it with a knife. The match was brutal. Folks, these two women left everything in the ring. But just when it looked like Ripley might retain her title, the unthinkable happened. Dominic Mysterio, Ripley's supposed ally and on-screen boyfriend, betrayed her. He hit Ripley with a 619, allowing Morgan to capitalize and steal the win. In one fell swoop, Morgan had taken Ripley's title, her man, and her dignity. But why? Why would Dominic turn on Ripley? Well, it turns out Morgan had been playing the long game. She had convinced Dominic that Ripley was holding him back, that she was the real star of the Judgment Day. And Dominic, always living in his father's shadow, saw an opportunity to step into the spotlight. The aftermath of SummerSlam was chaos. Ripley, betrayed and titleless, went on a rampage. She decimated the Judgment Day, leaving Priest and Balor in a heap backstage. But Morgan and Dominic, they were nowhere to be found. Over the next few months, the rivalry between Ripley and Morgan reached new heights. Their matches became more brutal, their promos more personal. The WWE Universe was divided, Team Ripley versus Team Morgan. Social media was ablaze with debates, theories, and passionate arguments from both sides. But here's where it gets really interesting, folks. As the feud progressed, we started to see cracks in both women's facades. Ripley, once the confident champion, began to show vulnerability. Her promos became more desperate, her actions more erratic. Was the Eradicator finally meeting her match? And Morgan, the underdog turned conqueror? She started to show signs of paranoia. Every shadow became a potential Ripley attack. Every conversation a possible betrayal. Had her quest for revenge consumed her? This brings us to the present day, where the rivalry between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan has redefined what it means to have a personal feud in WWE. It's not just about titles anymore. It's about pride, it's about proving who's the best, and it's about settling a score that's been years in the making. But here's the million-dollar question, folks. Is this really about hatred? Or is it about two women pushing each other to be the best? Has this rivalry actually made both Ripley and Morgan better wrestlers, better performers, better superstars? Think about it. Before this feud, Ripley was dominant, yes, but was she truly tested? And Morgan, always the underdog, has she finally found the fire she needed to reach the top? This rivalry has reshaped careers, redefined alliances, and kept fans on the edge of their seats for months. And let me tell you, it's far from over. Rumor has it that WWE is planning a first-ever-of-its-kind match for these two at the next pay-per-view. We're talking about a match that's never been seen before in women's wrestling. Could this be the final chapter in this epic saga? Or is it just the beginning of a new phase in their rivalry? But wait, there's more. Sources close to both women have hinted at some behind-the-scenes drama that's been fueling this feud. There's talk of a real-life incident at a house show that took their on-screen rivalry to a whole new level. What really happened that night? Will we ever know the truth? And what about Dominic Mysterio? Is he truly loyal to Morgan, or is he playing his own game? Could we see another shocking betrayal in the future? The possibilities are endless, folks. So what do you think? Is this the greatest women's rivalry in recent WWE history? Has it elevated both Ripley and Morgan to new heights? Or has it gone too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're hungry for more wrestling insights, theories, and behind-the-scenes scoops, smash that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. I've got exclusive interviews, shocking revelations, and mind-blowing predictions lined up for you. Remember, in the world of WWE, anything can happen. And in the case of Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, it usually does. Stay tuned, keep watching, and let's see how this explosive rivalry unfolds. This is just the beginning, folks. The best is yet to come.